Again, I'm Denise Bill, Seedsta, Tualcha, Buckleshoot. I'm a Muckleshoot tribal member, and I've been in education. And I don't know if any of our staff in adult and higher education are here. If they want to raise their hand, a lot of them are working. Some of people here, so great to be here with you guys. And we're getting ready to introduce our next tribe. So without further ado, let's give a warm, warm welcome to the Cowlitz tribe.
Chet tapulam shkash, chet tapulam shkash, chet tlapulam shkash. We're the Cowlitz canoe family. We're the Cowlitz canoe family. We're the Cowlitz canoe family. One of our dancers here dropped a paddle. We'd like to shake an elder's hand from Muckleshoot and take care of that now before we continue our work here on the floor. We can have a Muckleshoot elder stand. We'd like to come shake your hand. We mean no disrespect to you people. We mean no disrespect to your floor. Our dancers are learning. This young man like to apologize. We'd like to apologize as a family. We're sorry. We mean no disrespect to you people on your floor. For a lot of us, this is our first journey. We're always learning. Us Cowlitz, we're always learning. We're continuing to work on our identity. We're happy to be back here on Tribal Journeys. That's how we feel ourselves. That's how we feed our spirit. It's been 4 years. It's been a long, hard time. We lost the chairman in that time, right in the middle of his term. Our tribe suffered greatly. We had to come together. Our community's much smaller than it used to be. These people have pulled together to make it here to Muckleshoot. We're very proud of our crew for the work that they've done. We're very proud to be Cowlitz. Very happy to be here at Muckleshoot. Our hands are raised to the Muckleshoot people. Naskulas. This first song, this next song we're going to sing, this is a power song. It's a power song. It comes from my family. Sensayas nun squash, all's cost tiksekwa. Sensayas nun squash, all's cost tiksekwa. Sensayas nun squash, all's cost tiksekwa. Kunma all stuck kanuislin tiksekwa. Kai tekskani tiksekwa. Tsemesa os chechots tiksekwa. Tsemesa os kishkoch tiksekwa. My name's Clay Koch, Kos. From Cowlitz, I represent the Cowlitz family, the Toutle River Band, the Sequoia, the Sequesh. Come from many other families in the Cowlitz tribe. I represent all of my ancestors today. The song comes from my family. It's a power song. Nashkulos. Again, we work on these songs, we work on these dances because it's what feeds us. We continue to work on these songs. They bring us strength. We sing that power song. Invite our ancestors out here to lift our people up, to lift the people of Muckleshoot up. Back at our camp, like many other canoe families, we experienced a COVID scare. Had to send some people home. We've been testing ourselves for days, isolating back in our camp. Make sure we stay safe. We want to keep the elders safe here, keep all the people safe. But in that, we did lose some of our people had to go home. We wanted to sing this prayer song so they know that we're thinking about them. They're in our prayers. Your families are all in our prayers. We've heard all these canoe families come up and talk about the losses, the hard times we're all having back at home. So right now we want to sing this prayer song to love those people up, to lift them up. Let them know Cowlitz, we're thinking about them. Cowlitz, we're healer people, we're healing people, we're medicine people. To Pulam, means the deep people. We're prairie folks. Many bands in Cowlitz sharing the same river. We all come together under one identity as Cowlitz people. There are many of our people, though. We understand Cowlitz to be seekers of the medicine spirit. That's who we know, how we understand ourselves as seekers of the medicine spirit. So we want to sing this prayer song to lift up all those families, to lift up our families, lift up our pullers that worked hard to get here, that don't have the opportunity to be here because of that sickness. Chris Munson is a man from Colville, travels with us. We miss you, Chris, and his wife Danny, and Shane, Nicholas, and Tasha, and Christy. We're thinking about you folks. We know we're watching on the live stream. You're here with us. We love you guys. You worked hard to be here. We're going to sing this song extra loud for you folks. Nas Kulas. Kopa, Naxkulas, Titskaech, Shakwash, Sankash, Naskulas, Esk. We say that prayer to the sun. Say, thank you, son, for coming today and being with us. Hey. That song, Lawit Latsha, is that mountain, that beautiful mountain in Cowlitz country. Call her Mount St. Helens today. We know her name is Lawit Latsha. We sing that song because we understand her to be one of the most powerful beings in all of our world. She demands respect, her beauty. And with all of her beauty comes a lot of anger. And through that anger, we can see beauty. She teaches us about how we can be in life, how everything has a place. All our emotions have a place. So we sing that song to that mountain. And Toutle River is fed from Lawit Latsha. Cowlitz, we have a very special connection to that mountain. Have very many taboos. We understand it to be a dangerous place. We understand it to be a sacred place. So we sing that song to Lawit Latsha to honor her, to remind her we haven't forgot. Cowlitz hasn't forgot. Right now, I'd like to introduce some of our pullers to talk about their experience out here on the water, this journey. We traveled this year in our ways, our canoe, Kamatsi 6 Khulch, the Olakwa Spirit. It's the first year the Olakwa Spirit's been out here on the big journey. With the fresh crew, these guys pulled off. They landed at every spot, had good times on the water. All of our pullers made it safe. Nobody got burned up too bad. Everybody pulled together. We're really proud of this group for the way they conducted and holded themselves up on the water. The early mornings, and for us, a lot of early arrivals. We're very proud of our crew for pulling together and getting to each stop in that good way. So right now we want to introduce Juan, one of our pullers. Been out here on this journey. He's pulled in the Olakwa Spirit the whole way here.
All right, my name's Juan. My friends and family call me Tito, so you guys can all call me Tito. But before I tell you about my story, I want to hype it up in here a little bit. So part of my story is a story of recovery, so I just got a couple questions, some audience participation. So if you are an addict in recovery, stand up. If you've ever been to prison or jail, stand up. If you have a family member that's ever been to prison or jail, stand up, or is in active addiction or in recovery. If you've been raising your grandchildren and your nephews and nieces, your friends' kids, because their parents are in active addiction, stand up. If you're currently struggling with active addiction, stand up. Anybody that standing up last, we love you. And we just hope that you find the red road and get on that straight and narrow path. It's not easy. So with that being said, stay standing up. So for all the women, all the people still in active addiction, all the men that are still locked up in iron houses, we're gonna give a really loud war hoot on the count of 3 so they can hear us wherever they're locked up at, whatever treatment center they're at. So on 3, everybody else go ahead and stand up too, just for being supportive. If you're an elder and you can't stand up, that's okay, but I want the loudest war hoot. All right. 1, 2, 3. That was all right. I think we could do better. I feel it. I think we could do a little better. So let's go ahead and on 3 one more time. Let's give another war hoot. 1, 2, 3. Much better. All right, go ahead and have a seat. All right. I'm not done yet. What? Yeah. All right, so I'll tell you a little bit story about my recovery and how I got my medicine and how I hooked up with the Cowlitz people. I'm actually Mexica, which an anthropologist somewhere decided to tell us our own story and started calling us Aztecs, so you might know us as Aztecs. So my sons are here. They're also Mexica. So I got into recovery about 8 years ago. Then December 4th, 2022, I relapsed. And 4 days later, I was in jail. Before that, I thought I had it all together. I did the whole recovery thing, but I got all my medicine from Western medicine. And for some reason, it just, even though I was going through the steps and doing everything that was suggested, just something about it wasn't clicking with my spirit. And I still felt sick somewhere deep down inside. And eventually, I ended up relapsing. So, you relapse, go to jail, we know the story, end up going back to treatment. But the difference was I chose to tap into my ancestry, my relatives, and get my medicine from my people. And that's made a huge difference. So after I got out of treatment, I was still dealing with depression, dealing with the big change. After a relapse, it's a little bit different than when you first get on the red road. There's a lot of guilt, a lot more guilt, a lot more shame, but it's also a learning experience. You get to learn where your weaknesses are at, and what you have to work on. And one of the things that I decided that I didn't want to work on the first time was generational trauma. I thought, I could do this without opening up that door. I was kind of scared to open up that door of generational trauma, but in order for me to heal, I had to be willing, I had to be open-minded and ready to learn and to go into those deep places that all of us here clearly have dealt with. So I was in that space trying to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to move forward with my life, and the Creator's telling me, you got to open up that door to generational trauma. I could hear it. I could literally hear the voice in my head. And I went to sleep that night, and I had the most surreal dream that anyone could ever have. I was dreaming in the spirit. I don't even think I was sleeping. I think I just crossed over. So the next thing you know, I'm walking through a forest somewhere out in the middle of who knows where, and I start seeing people gathering and walking up. It kind of looked like a speakeasy out in the middle of the woods. And they're partying, they're drinking, they're doing their thing. And these beautiful women, one of the other things that I struggled with was women. That was kind of my way into addiction, was always, following. If they were walking down the street with 2 backpacks, then bless their heart, I was on it, But I struggled with that. So they're walking up and they're inviting me in. They're inviting me into this speakeasy. It's kind of like a bar, brothel house out in the middle of the woods. It just sticks out. And my heart's telling me, no, I don't need to go in there because everything that I struggle with is in that building. Everything that I struggle with. Well, they convinced me, so I go in, and yeah, it's exactly what it was. In this room, they were getting loaded. In this room, there were women doing things they shouldn't be doing. In this room, there was alcohol. In this room, they're just partying. It was pretty much an excess of everything. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I need to get out of here, or I'm going to relapse in my dream. So when I turned around to walk away, the women and the people in there, their eyes just went empty and dark and into the back of their skulls, and like they had no spirit and they had no soul. And they started chasing me through the woods. And I'm running, I'm thinking, oh man, they're going to eat me. They're going to do something. They're going to take my spirit. They're going to take my recovery. They're going to take my steps forward and all the work that I put in. So I'm running, and I get to a river, and there's a bunch of fog. And because of compulsory education and my Western mind, I'm like, oh, wow, what am I going to do? But a canoe comes pulling through, a big black canoe comes pulling through, and no one's in it. But my Western mind, what I was taught in school, was, oh yeah, this is the canoe of death. I'm gonna have to pay a toll and this and that, because I've stepped away from my culture. If I had stayed intact, I would have known better. But, so I decided to get in the canoe. Well, when I got in the canoe, I woke up. And when I woke up, I could hear the Spirit's voice talking to me saying, hey, if you want to get right, you have to go to your people. I was like, well, I'm Mexica, so I do have family in Texas and in Los Angeles and Arizona and Mexico, but I don't have family here. And he's like, oh no, you do have family here. Your people are here. Your people are all around. You just got to open up your eyes and be willing to listen. And when I'm talking to you, to listen and take those steps forward. If you're willing to do that, I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you some strong medicine here, where you're at, where you stand. So I was like, okay, let's do that, right? And the next day, I'm walking in the grocery store, and I see another Mexica brother who's a danzante, and he's really into the stuff. And we picked each other's brains throughout the years. And he tells me, hey, he walks up to me out of the blue and says, hey, you need to go to drumming. And we have a drum group every Wednesday at 6 at 900 First Street, if anybody wants to go, in Longview, Washington. So he invites me to go, and I go. And I just started, from that moment on, I started healing. Because as soon as I got there, well, right after drumming, our skipper, Jeremiah Wallace, says, you're going to get in the canoe for canoe training this weekend. Didn't give him the option to say no, all right? He's like, no, you're getting in. So come that weekend, when I see the canoe, the Olakwa Spirit, it was the same canoe that was in my dream. And that's how I know this medicine is for us. That's how I know anybody that's in active addiction or in recovery, that there's another way to heal, and it's our way. And I don't care if you're Aztec, Mayan, Peripucha, Yaqui, what side of the border you come from, your people are here, and we're here, and we can heal each other with the canoe and the medicine. So I just want to thank you guys. I want to thank everybody here for participating and listening to my story. Oh.
Hi, my name is Jeremiah Wallace. I've been a member of the Canoe family since I got out of prison in 2007. I'm not even really sure how I made it that far in life. I didn't think that I was going to live past 25, but I did. The first canoe journey I ever went on was a really spiritual experience, and I started crying. I had 2 days off methamphetamines when we left. They were just trying to help me out. And when I got back from the tribal journeys, I signed up for treatment at Northwest Indian Treatment Center. And I finished my 45 days there, or 30 days, or whatever it was. And they were trying to get me to move on. And I was like, no, dude, I'm not leaving here. You know what I mean? I asked for an extension. I was so toxic that I told them I was going to get up on the roof and refused to leave, and they gave me my extension. So I got enough tools there to move on to the next phase of my life. And I moved to Bellingham to a program called Northwest Recovery, I think it was called. And a lady named Faith Worthley was running it. And she really helped me a lot and saved my life. And up there in Bellingham, I went to school. I didn't even really graduate middle school, but they moved me on to high school. So I had a real hard time with the school thing, and almost got in a few fist fights in class. I've been struggling with trauma that happened over my lifetime, and I have oppositional defiance disorder, and I get really angry and freeze up and real combative, and I'm currently working on that. And if it wasn't for the canoe and the drum, none of that would be possible, and I probably wouldn't be here. I'd be dead. At this time, I'd like to call up that guy who was up here in front of the host apologizing. Where's he at? Is that him right there? The guy that was drinking and apologized to the host. Could we get him out here on the floor? I'm not sure what his name is. I think he was from Howlitz. I guess he ain't coming out here. Can we get a representative? We just wanted to acknowledge what he did out here. Not many people would get up here and do what he did, and I was really proud of him. He stood in front of the host while somebody addressed the host, and he owned up to what he did, and he gets to start over new. And we would just like to wrap him in a blanket because a lot of us look up to him for what he did. That takes a lot of courage to do what he did out here. If we could just get somebody here to represent him so we can wrap them in a blanket. A lot of us are in recovery, and it's pretty important to us what this man did out here, and we'd just like to acknowledge that. Where are they going?
Sinzayet nan squash, all kas sequa. This time we wanted to recognize some of our royalties travel with us. We have a powwow princess that come all the way from Montana to be with our canoe family. She lives far away, but she represents Cowlitz everywhere she goes. She's the 2023 Miss Callao Princess, Powwow Princess.
Nox, Sinsias and Squatch say kutak and through class hak and Sinsias and chops. Hello, my name is She Who Steals the Sun. My government name is Ella Sharon, and my river is the Cowlitz River, and I am here with the Cowlitz tribe. I am the Miss Kiayo 2023-2024 Powwow Princess, and I am proudly representing the University of Montana Powwow. I would just like to say on this long journey that was about 110 miles that I paddled with our canoe family, it was a very powerful experience to be able to travel on the traditional waterways of our people. It has been very important to me to revitalize our cultural pathways as the Cowlitz people, to remember where we came from, who we are, and what it truly means to be Cowlitz and to be a water-going people. In Montana, it's very hard to be a coastal native at times in the university system, being far and few between in the plains. And I'm just very happy to say it is very fulfilling to my heart to be here with my canoe family and representing the university on the water. I would just like to lift my hands to everyone in this canoe family for everything they have done for me and everyone else to get us here safely. A hands up to our skipper for getting us here safely, and for everyone for all the hard work they did on ground crew to make this all possible. I'd like to thank the Muckleshoot tribe, their canoe family, and all that they have done to host us here. It is a very hard job, and we thank you, and we lift our hands to you. We'd also like to lift our hands to all the other longhouses and canoe families and all the other stops along the way who have hosted us, given a place to stay, given us food to eat, have been so kind to share our dances and songs and to break bread with. We greatly appreciate all of your hospitality. We greatly appreciate all of your kindness. Being a part of the Cowlitz canoe family is very important to me personally, just because of how much culture revitalization has been going on within our canoe family for our tribe. We are bringing back our traditional regalia, we are bringing back our traditional songs, we are bringing back our traditional language, and we're bringing back our traditional ways of thinking in life. It's very important that we continue to be able to do these things for our people in time where it has been greatly lost. I want to lift my hands to Clay Koch for all that he's continuing doing in his family to do this work for our people. Knox Kalas, thank you.
I'd also like to introduce our youth princess, Lily Cottonware. Lily's been traveling around with us for a long time since she was just a baby. We're very proud of Lily and the work that she does. We don't have a longhouse back at Cowlitz, so having this opportunity to come and share our dances and our songs and break out some of those medicines in these longhouses, these sacred cedar houses, we're very grateful. And to see our girls out here dancing with everybody fills our hearts up. We say at Cowlitz, we're building a first generation of knowledge keepers. We're very proud of that. We're very proud of our youth.
Since Science and Squatch, Lillian Cottonware. Hi, my name is Lillian Cottonware, and I am a Cowlitz Canoe Princess, and I am daughter of David Cottonware, and I am really proud, to be here, and, it's really fun experience, and I'm glad that you all are coming, and I thank Muckleshoot for giving us food and a place to camp, and I thank everybody else for letting us come and dance at the longhouses with you all. Knuckles.
Lily's dad, David Cottonware, is the skipper of our other canoe. We have two canoes. We have Kamatsi Sexquol, the Olakwa Spirit, and we have Sahoe Titla. In Sahoe Titla, we've traveled in Sahoe Titla for many years. We left Sahoe Titla home this year to be out in the Kamatsi Sexquol, our cedar strip canoe that we got from Quinault. It was made by Guy Capoman, and it was a gift from our late chairman, Dave Barnett, that passed. It's been just over a year saying his name. We're breaking his name out again. We're uncovering those pictures. We're remembering our friend, our late chairman, in a good way. We remember these gifts from the Barnett family. The Cowlitz Canoe family owes a lot to the Barnett family from Cowlitz, from Titanapum, who gifted us both of our canoes. We're very grateful for them two men that have passed over. Our hearts are with the Barnett family. They'll always have a place in the Cowlitz Canoe family, and we'll always share our prayers for the Barnett family, for John Barnett and David Barnett.
Hello. My English name is Joseph Monahan. My real name is Selechino Kwashedum, Lower Cowlitz, coming from the village of Olakwa. I wasn't meant to speak today, or maybe I was, Creator being how he is. Never taken the floor before, and I'm very nervous being out here right now. I've seen a lot of struggle on this journey. I wasn't able to participate going from place to place with the canoes. I was only able to come down here with protocol. In that time, I've met a lot of cool people. I've had a lot of awesome conversations, a lot of elders, people from my own tribe. There's been a lot of suffering, a lot of hurt, a lot of trauma, a lot of things that couldn't be let go of. And that's tough. I know that journey, I know that road, I know that struggle. I'm a proud two-spirit. And I say that out there because too often it's not acknowledged, and I don't really want to make it about that, but being a two-spirit and walking in the outside world and coming to this world, I didn't come to my native family till I was 30. I walked a different path, and I struggled through all of that. I had a verbally abusive stepfather beat me down. Beat me down. I had no confidence. I was small. And I went to the bottom of a bottle. I've struggled with that life. And I turned to other things to try to help me to numb that pain. But slowly I came out of it. And in 30, I moved back here. And I got in touch with my family. I went down our sacred river and villaged old village sites, honoring them. And I heard the voices, and I heard the drums. I could see the songs in the trees. One of our places we stopped is where we have our sweat lodge. And I met my mentor, my cousin, Randy Cottonware. I honor him. He's taught me a lot. He taught me lodge. His brother Greg taught me the fire. And in there, I found more healing, and I found acceptance, and I found love, and I found my spirituality, and I found my home. And through that, I found a song. And I would like to sing that song to you today. I call it my song of letting go. And I want you all to know that letting go is not a bad thing. Letting go can be a good thing. So we can shed ourselves of this stuff, so that we can move forward in a good way and walk in a good way. I'm going to ask someone to hold the mic for me so I can do this. Use my rattle. Please don't join in. I got to do it. Away. Cowlitz, I hope you found peace and some healing in that. And I hope you have safe travels and you find peace and healing in whatever way you do. Thank you.
Ay nas kulas. That song was the dog song. See, Cowlitz, we have a real special connection to dogs. Cowlitz, I had dogs as long as we can remember. We have a story about how dog came to our people. The story comes from my great-grandfather, James Cowlitz, Yuyochten, Texequa. And a long time ago, there's three brothers, Chacha, Canuichlin, and Juani, dog, wolf, and coyote. And they lived together in the woods. And one night their fire went out. And the brothers sat in their camp and they talked about how they would get the fire. And they decided they'd need to go get it from the people. And Juani, when he hears this, he laughs. Hey, ha, hey, ha, ha. The people are so foolish. They're so easily tricked. This is children's work. Watch this, brothers. And Juani, he transforms himself into a man from downriver. And he walks into the village of the people and he says, people, the salmon, they're running down at the river. There's so many of them. They've come early. The salmon, they're running. You could walk right across their backs across the water. They're hopping out, laying themselves on the bank. Grab your baskets, grab your nets, head down to the river. So all the people, they scramble to their houses. They grab their nets, their baskets. They head down to the river. And Juani, he laughs, hey, ha, ha, hey, ha, ha. And he picks up that fire and he brings it back to his camp and he says, see, brothers, the people, they're so easily fooled. Well, the next night and their fire goes out. Canuichlin, wolf, he steps up. And he says, okay, brothers, it'll be a little cold tonight and it might take a while. But I'll come back with the fire. So Canuichlin sneaks into the village and he hides behind a tree and he waits and he waits. He waits for all the men to go to bed, everybody to go back into the house. And there's two men up. Maybe one of them, he gets up to go get some water. The other one, he takes a nap, and Canuichlin, he sneaks in there, he grabs that fire. He brings it back to his camp, and he says, see, brothers, I told you. You might be a little cold, it might take a while, but I'll come back with that fire. Now the third night when their fire goes out, the brothers, they're sitting around camp, and they say, all right, little brother, it's your turn. And Chacha, dog, he says, well, I'm not a transformer like you. I'm not a changer. I don't have that medicine. And I'm not as quiet when I walk through the woods like you, Canuichlin. I kind of breathe heavy. I make a lot of noise. But them people, they seem nice. I bet you they would just give us the fire. And the brothers, they look at their little brother. They say, okay. So Chacha, that's exactly what he does. He sets off and walks right into the village of the people and he says, people, I've been living out here in the woods, I'm cold. And the people, they said, oh, you're cold? Come have a seat at the fire. So Chacha, he has a seat at the fire and the people, they ask him, are you hungry? He says, yeah, I could eat some food. So the people run inside their house and they start building him this plate. And while the people are building that plate and they're sitting at the fire, Chacha, he learns about the people. And the people, they learn about Chacha. Chacha, he says, you know, I'm living out in the woods with my brothers. I have a rough life. But I come here to get this fire and bring it back out there. And the people said, well, why would you want to do that? Why don't you stay here? You be a part of our family. You stay in our longhouse. You'll always have a seat at our fire. You'll always have food from our houses. We'll take care of you. You'll play with our children. You'll be a member of our family. And Chacha, he found that love for the people. The way they hosted him coming into their camp. When they brought that food back to Chacha, they asked if he would stay, and he agreed. And when Chacha accepted that plate of food from our people, his paw became soft like the hands of man. His paw was no longer hard pad like his brothers, Coyote and Wolf. That's what we Cowlitz believe. My dog's got that soft pad. That's how we understand dogs come to us. It's everywhere we go, we're traveling with our dogs. We love our dogs. They're special to us. But we sing that song, and in that song, we're thanking Dog. Dog, he's a good person. We sing that song to say thank you for the reminder of that teaching of hospitality. When somebody comes into a Cowlitz camp, treat them with hospitality. Doesn't matter who you are or what you look like, where you're from. You come into a Cowlitz camp, you'll have food, you'll have fire. That's our sacred teaching. It's how we understand. We're very thankful to Muckleshoot for upholding these teachings of hospitality and hosting when people come through our territories. It's a good thing. Helps us bring back our culture back home to Cowlitz. It's no surprise we're very mixed people. We didn't sign any agreement with the government. Our chiefs in 1855, my great-great-grandfather refused to. Would not take the deal from the government and lose our lands. We chose to stay in our homelands. We chose to make it work with our people and our community in this new world. We're grateful to our elders for waiting. We don't have many elders. We carried teachings. A lot of our teachings are lost, but those elders that we do have that carry them, we lift them up. We raise our hands to our elders, wherever they're at watching this live stream. We raise our hands to the Quileute people and the whole river people for teaching us these canoe ways. We'll always be grateful. We're very honored. We're very honored to have the families that we have, to have these relationships around the coast and around the sound. Again, we're prairie people. We're mountain people out on the river. Some of our ancestors here, some of these folks' ancestors touched that Nichiwana that come from the Columbia Gorge as well, from the Big River. Represent many people at Cowlitz. Many of our teachings are different, but again, we embrace it all as Cowlitz. We're proud of our identity. We're proud of our people. We go places, and sometimes we struggle. We have a hard time being accepted. We want to raise our hands to all these canoe family members, these chiefs that got up here on this floor and made sure that we knew we were welcome here. Even though we got white skin, Cowlitz, we know who we are. We raise our hands to those folks with their open arms, their loving hearts, their acceptance. Right now, we want to honor the warriors of Muckleshoot. We'd like to call out your oldest veteran. If we have any World War II veterans, your oldest veteran, we'd like to stand them up now and wrap them in a blanket. Your oldest veteran here at Muckleshoot. Can we ask all Muckleshoot veterans to stand? We'll come find you. We're still looking for the oldest Muckleshoot veteran. But other veterans, other Muckleshoot veterans, if you can come to the floor, please come to the floor. If you're an elder, please stand. We'll come and find you.
Our veterans are hosting lunch at their facility right now. Our veterans are at their facility hosting lunch.
The veterans are hosting lunch. Muckleshoot veterans that are here, please come stand on the floor. Nashkulas.
Thank you, brother. The veterans roof, yeah.
We have some more gifts to give to you folks to bring to your veterans. They're doing important work, hosting other veterans, hosting their people. We want to make sure we brought these gifts special for these veterans. We want to make sure that they get to them. Next, we'd like to call out the chairman of the Muckleshoot Indian Tribe. Chairman, please come out here. We want to wrap you in this blanket. And thank you. Thank you for calling us to this journey. Thank you for being wonderful hosts, doing everything you can to keep us out of the heat. It's hot out here. We're enjoying ourselves. The campground's been amazing. The showers have been good. Cowlitz, we want to wrap you in this blanket. Show our love. Nashkulas. Right now, we want to sing this song for the veterans, for all the Muckleshoot veterans, all the veterans present, and all the veterans on the live stream. Oh, Nashkulas, Nashkulas, thank you. So right now, we're going to start our big gifting. We're going to call out lots of Muckleshoot folks, so hopefully you're here in the building or you're running here now. First, we'd like to stand up four Muckleshoot warriors, for your people that represent well, that are considered warriors by you folks. Those that stand for their elders, that take care of those elders, take care of the young people, pass on these traditions, and that will stand to represent and take care and do the work for the people. We're asking for 4 Muckleshoot warriors. We'd like to wrap you in a blanket, recognize the work that you do, and say thanks from Cowlitz. Nashkulas. Nashkulas. You're safe here, son. You're safe. No. So we want to take care of this elder here. Come out. We have a Cowlitz, another Cowlitz veteran. She's a Korean War veteran. We'd like to stand her up and wrap her in a blanket. We'd like to apologize to our auntie if we forgot her. Our princesses would like to come and wrap you in a blanket. Being a veteran, we'd like to wrap you. We'd like to wrap you for your service. I'd like to shake your hand.
Thank you.
We thank you, Auntie. We thank you. Our hands are up to you. Our girls are coming to wrap you in this blanket. We thank you. Thank you for letting us know we still had work to be done. Is there any more Muckleshoot vets? Oh, that's right. They're all eating lunch. We have two of your tribal council members from Muckleshoot to the floor. We'd like to wrap you. Thank you for the hard work. Thank you for the coordination, putting on this event, hosting us, hosting all of the canoe families. We'd like to wrap up 2 of your tribal council people. Our 2 representatives for your tribal council people. Again, we appreciate the busy chairman. Our hands are up. Now we're going to ask for some of your pullers. If we could have 4 of your pullers and your skippers come to the floor. Muckleshoot pullers, 4 Muckleshoot pullers and your skippers. Pullers. 2 pullers here. Okay. Boys, you help wrap these pullers and skippers.
We also got a real nifty steering paddle here that was carved by Robert Haru, our tribal carver for the Muckleshoot canoe family. It's functionable, and there's a feather tied to it for you guys, a wood feather that he carved. Thank you.
Who's next? Who's next on the list? One more puller from Muckleshoot. One more puller. Over here. Woo. We thank you for your hard work. We know how hard the work is out there in the canoe. And then Muckleshoot elders, we'd like to stand up. 4 elders will come by. Our princesses, our girls will come wrap you. 4 Muckleshoot, or come race to the floor. Ready, set, go. Over there. Over here. Over there, boys. Yes, please. You guys go wrap that elder over there. One over here. Yes. We want to say thank you. Thank you for passing and keeping these teachings, teaching the next generation. We see it here at Muckleshoot. We see you guys on the water. We're very, very happy to share the waters with Muckleshoot. We're very happy. We want to say thank you to the elders for teaching your youth these good ways. Right here.
Take this behind the girls and give it to all of those girls.
Got another elder right here. Okay. Come on out here, Auntie.
I know this is you guys' first canoe journey, and I'm enrolled in all, but I'm part of Cowlitz and Chinook as well, and this is the first year we made these, so I'll give that to you.
Oh, Nashkulas. Thank you. Oh, you didn't get a turn? We'll get you a turn. Again, we want to say thank you. Thank you for teaching the young people. Wonderful examples for us. We're looking for Muckleshoot. Muckleshoot, yeah. Thank you. Yep.
This is what it came in.
All right, ladies, we got another elder here. Right here. Yep.
Royalty, I believe. Bless them.
Our hands are up to you, Auntie. Thank you. We see your youth. We see your people. At this time, we'd like to call any Muckleshoot royalties. If you have princesses or Little Miss, Mr. Muckleshoot, we want to recognize Muckleshoot royalty right now. Could we have somebody come out and take this gift for your princess? Autumn? Autumn, come and, oh.
Hi, my name's Leela Sam. I'm accepting these blankets for my brother, Robert Sam. His Indian name's Dewinub. He is the 2022 Skopopsh Warrior. And my sister, Kristen, is Little Miss Skopopsh for 2021-2022, and her Indian name is Kwasalt. Thank you.
Nashkulas, thank you. And this might be hard because we know they're busy, but we'd like to get some cooks out here. If we could have some cooks, many cooks, we have many blankets for the cooks. So if we can't get some cooks, could we have a strong representative that could take some of these blankets back to the cooks? Boys. 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 Right here. We want to thank you. Oh, yeah, keep bringing cooks out. Heck yeah. Yep, keep on sending them. Keep on sending them. We're very thankful to you cooks. We're thankful for the food. There's a lot of people here. It's got to be hot in your kitchen. You got to be running around. We appreciate all of your work. We lift our hands to you folks. And we'll send a pile of blankets with the last cook that comes out. We've got more blankets. You're taking, okay. Again, we're very thankful for the food. The hospitality here at Muckleshoot's just amazing. Hey, Joe.
This has never been done. All right, I'll do it. All right, I've been asked to do something that's kind of sensitive, and but as the representative of the Two-Spirit in my tribe, if there is someone who's willing up that is Two-Spirit to come up here, we actually have a Two-Spirit blanket, and we would like to honor you with that and recognize those in our community who are in that way. So if there is one of you here today who's willing to come up here and do that, please do. Oh, hey.
So glad to see your flag flying. It made my heart warm. As you know, we've been flying it for a long time too.
Indeed. Pleasure shooting. Pleasure. Honoring our two spirits. Yeah.
Thank you. We dropped another piece of medicine while we were out here. We'd like to shake another elder's hand and apologize. We mean no disrespect to the Muckleshoot people. We mean no disrespect to your floor. We're continuing to work on ourselves, work on our family. We're sorry. We're sorry for our continued disrespect to your floor. All right, now we're going to sing. Oh, can we have two of your dancers, two Muckleshoot dancers? We've got some deer toes we'd like to gift your dancers to help with their regalias. There's lots of deer toes being worked out here, lots of medicine being worked out here. We want to recognize two of your dancers and help them out with some toes along the way, some rattles for their regalias. A couple blankets. We'd also like to wrap you two in a blanket, show our love. Oh, don't go nowhere yet. Hold on. Oh. Says, I'm a singer, I'm not a dancer. Quickly. And we thank you. We thank you for sharing the floor with our young girls, our young men. Sharing the floor with us Cowlitz. Our hands again are raised to Muckleshoot. Thank you. Other way, boys. We're going to start our gifting song. We're going to send our youth around to gift out the rest of our blanket here. We're going to make sure we try to make it over into the elders lounge today. The message yesterday was heard. So we'll be out here singing this song for a while. We have many gifts. We brought many gifts this journey. Not traveling for 4 years, we kind of stockpiled on gifts for canoe journeys, so we're excited. We're excited to share these gifts from our home. We're excited to share our wealth. As Cowlitz, it's something we've always done. We've always invited people from far to come to our home, and we've always traveled far to celebrate with other peoples. The Battle of the White River. You know, Cowlitz and Muckleshoot, we have an old connection. The Battle of White River. Tye Dick, the son of Chief Skaniwa from Cowlitz, was in that battle. Told stories about it, laughed about it. Many of the folks standing on the floor here, many of these Cowlitz folks come from Tye Skaniwa. We share that relation. Are happy to come back up here to Muckleshoot. Atawe Shamash. Atawe Shamash is how we say I love you in Sahapton, or Upper River language. Atawe Shamash, Nashkulas.
I'd like to call out Cowlitz. Is that how you say it? I just know there's an S in front of it, and it's spelled the same as ours. We missed your protocol because Clarence's phone was buffering. We were all stuck in camp, and we couldn't leave until we got tested for COVID. And we heard that you guys had a creation story that involved two groups of people. We didn't get to hear the creation story because our phones cut out. And we'd like to share a song with the Cowlitz, the Cowlitz people from Canada. And also like to call out Jefferson Green and the Nichiwanapum too. Share a song with them at the same time.
The thank you from the Elders Lounge is heard. We thank you. We wanted to take care of you. We're happy our boys were able to take care of you, those elders in the Elders Lounge. Nashkulas.
Hi, my name's Jeremiah Wallace. I'm a skipper for the Cowlitz. I'm from the lower band of the Cowlitz people. I'm a descendant of Tai Skaniwa, and I just wanted to share this song. It's called Paddle Prayer. I came up with it in recovery when I was in fresh recovery, and I wanted to share it with the Warm Springs and the Cowlitz people.
Oh!
Again, the name of that song's Paddle Prayer, and for the warm springs and the Cowlitz.
This time, I'd like to ask Muckleshoot for permission to untie our canoe and leave your shores. We've had an amazing stay. Again, our hands are raised to the Muckleshoot people. Thank you for your hospitality. And at this time, we'd ask permission to leave your shores in a good way.
Haslachel Adamagi seats that tall Ched Buckleshoot Yati Yakima. I just want to also, before I give you permission to untie your canoe, I want to thank you for taking care of my daughter Rosalie Fish as she traveled on your canoe. And I always appreciate going down and visiting your village sites down there, and you've treated me and my family with much hospitality, your culture department. We always enjoy our stays down there, and yes, you can untie your canoes, and we hope to travel on the waters and with you soon. And before you leave, we do have some gifts for you. So we're gonna have our ladies hand those out in just a second, and Denise wants to say something.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you for doing the warrior song about Skadewa. The Willard Bill Senior family comes from Skadewa here at Muckleshoot, so I just want to thank you for recognizing that. And now our language sisters and sisters, Muckleshoot sisters, have some gifts for you.
Hatzlache, Stephanie Lindgren, Seeds dot Buckleshoot Absched. Hello, my name is Stephanie Lindgren, and I am Muckleshoot, and we have a few gifts for you. So could we get a male elder and a female elder?
Look at these young men are like, we're not the elders yet.
We sent our elders home because of the COVID scare. Where's Bob? Bob, how are you? I know you're here. Bob, how are you?
Not here. You can take it home for them.
Could we get a male youth and a female youth? Could we get a male warrior and a female warrior? Could we get a male drummer and a female dancer? A skipper or skippers. And then the canoe captain. We also have a few more gifts in the tote, and you're welcome to take the tote as well.